Okay, before I had to go do this news here, I gotta go erase the video. Let me delete this. Let me delete this video. I had to go do a re-upload of last Saturday's video. Let me go. I gotta go. I gotta go get this restart. Let me restart this. My phone. All right. I gotta. I gotta get to what's happening here. So I gotta start over. Oh man. Let me get to these roster cuts. Let me go back to where I have started and finished. All right, we're going right back to the same news. Uh, Alistair Black, Zelina Vega, Kyrie Sane, and the White Six have all reportedly left. They have all reportedly left the WWE behest of the news about the WWE roster cuts with those two among the numerous releases. The numerous releases have been made after WrestleMania 42. So the WWE have parted ways with many of the main roster and NXT wrestlers, let alone superstars, on previous Friday. On previous Friday. This is from previous Friday here. Uh, Vega. Vega had confirmed the news in a stream that was on Twitch, her Twitch stream. Black Black in Vegas releases, yeah, Black in Vegas releases, or the most surprising, let alone this. The married couple was a regular presence on SmackDown, with Black firmly involved in the upper mid card scene. He won his last three matches this year. This year by beating Sami Zayn, the United States champion at the time, in a non-title match, WrestleMania headliner Randy Orton and Matt Cardona. Black returned to the WWE 1 year ago. It starts back to 2025. It marked his second stint with the company after a respectable run in AEW, All Elite Wrestling. That's what it stood for. After beating Damian Priest in a last man standing match in previous October of last year. It seemed like WWE was ready to move Black up the ladder, but nothing came of it. Kyrie Sane, meanwhile, was a prominent player in an ongoing feud between Asuka and Io Sky that had been ongoing for months. She returned to the WWE in 2023 and joined forces with Asuka, Sky, and Bailey as part of Damage Control. Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Dexter Loomis were also among those have departed the company, according to a professional wrestling journalist, Mr. Sean Ross Sapp. Cross had published a statement after her departure, thanking the WWE and its personnel. Cross wrote on social media like, "Goodbye and thank you, WWE. I'm really excited for whatever my next chapter will hold. Thank you. Thank you all for the continued love and support. A special thank you, a special thank you to Robbie Brookside and William Regal for helping this dream come true. Thank you to the wrestlers, coaches, producers, and all of the backstage crew. The backstage crew who are making all this possible. To the amazing girls in the locker room. That's quote unquote. The Wild Six made of Loomis, Cross, Dallas, Gacy, and Rowan debuted in like it debuted in like 2024, dated back 2 years, following the death of Dallas's real life brother Bray Wyatt, who everybody knows who he is. Uh, See, the group had functioned in part as a tribute act to the late WWE champion. They recently held the WWE Tag Team titles with Gacy and Loomis, defending them. The group feuded with Solo Sokoa, whose real name was Joseph Fatu, and the MFTs for months, and seemed to wrap up their storyline last Friday, well, the Friday before, losing an eight-man tag team street fight. Below are the reported cuts that were made on Friday. Previously, that's where this is from like previous Friday, but which included more former tag team, more former tag team champions and other superstars from the main roster, in NXT, and it involved the developmental roster here. The names are Alistair Black, born Thomas Budgeon, Zelina Vega, who was born Thea Trinidad Budgeon, Bo Dallas, born Taylor Rotunda, Kyrie Sane, Nikki Cross, yes, that's right, Nikki Cross, who was born Nikolai Glenn Cross, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, yes, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, Eric Rowan, the Motor City Machine Guns, made of Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin, Apollo Cruz, Santos Escobar. I don't know why he had to go straight to the hospital to get the surgery done. He's not even ready to come back. Zoe Stark, they've given her some sort of clearance to recover from her injuries, and this happened to her even though the TKO and their board of directors they're talking so much shit about this poor girl. They're saying like, oh, what about Zoe Stark? Can they, can we let her return? What we gonna do about her? Can we let her come back? I already heard that she's athletic, and they're like, oh, she's like, she's not even ready to come back. we're gonna have to cut her loose. So it was like shady. You know what I'm saying? They had to let her go for. They had to let her go. They had to let her go and let her walk because of her comeback to the ring. So Alba Fire, oh yeah, she's injured. Can he just? Oh, what we gonna do about Alba Fire? Uh, uh, the people on the board. Uh, can we just? Oh, can we just wait a couple of weeks for her to return, or we can have to let her go? And somebody said, Ari already told Mark, like Mark was like, Ari was like, nah, we're gonna have to go cut her loose too. I already knew that she was out with an injury. We're gonna have to fire her and cut her loose. Shady and stupid. Andre Chase, hey guys, what we gonna do about Mr. Chase you, Andre Chase? Hey, can we just let him return? Mark was like, all right, what we gonna do about Andre Chase? Can we just let her? We can just let him, return as a singles guy, or we go ahead and cut him loose too. And Ari was like, nah, we go ahead and go cut this man loose. His chase you stick, his chase you stick. It's not going to be coming to the main roster. We go ahead to fire his ass and let him go. That's just selfish. Dante Chen, oh, they're gonna let him go. Why would they just go do that to him, of all people? And those that are representing, you know, the developmental talent, I don't even know what's going on. Uh, I don't know what's going on with this thing here, and we all knew what happened until then. So we're gonna do something else. We don't need any of that shit. Let me go to this co-pilot thing. Oh, we got another one here. We got another one here. Oh, I already did this shit. I ain't going back to that. Okay, we're gonna go straight to sports Kita. Okay, this one. See from yesterday. Got more wrestling news. Multiple WWE as part of the company's April 2026 cuts in what has become an annual affair. It was like the Black Friday thing. I didn't know why. I did not know why. WWE has let go of more than 20 wrestlers from its roster here. Whether it is Kairi Sane, Zoe Stark, Aleister Black, or the Motor City Machine Guns, a significant number of talents, a significant number of talents have been let go. The following stars have been confirmed as released from the company at the time of writing this. Kairi Sane, she was in the feud with Io Sky and had a storyline with Asuka at the time of her release, leaving the story unfinished. 2 and 3 here at number one. Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, the Dutchman and the Puerto Rican. Despite signing Aleister Black, fresh off his leaving All Elite Wrestling, World Wrestling Entertainment never fully got behind a push for the star, while he had a feud with Mr. Damian Priest and his pairing with his real life wife, Zelina Vega, who was originally from Puerto Rico and resided in New York. The stars did not get a big push together. The new pairing looked promising, but it never got off the ground. It never got off the ground to begin with. Apollo Crews, he only just returned from an injury over the last few months and did not get a big story. But now he is gone. He is gone. 5 and 6, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin of the Motor City Machine Guns. They have seemed to be building towards somewhat of a feud, as the two stars were so frustrated with one another over poor Johnny Gargano, who was laying around on production credits, feeling sad and alone. However, again, this did not pick up, and it seems it will be one more that's left incomplete by WWE as they have been released. What about number 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11? Bo Dallas, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy, Nikki Cross. Yes, it's the names. Uh, Bo Dallas, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy. They're the Chainsaw Wilden Wrestler, man. Nikki Cross, and big powerhouse Eric Rowan. While the storyline of the Wyatt Six arrival in WWE was so immense, it's been given the company's the inability to book anything supernatural since The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, left the faction and did not get a long time before it was clear that the creative team had no clue what to do with them. What is going on here? This is stupid. It needs to be gone, bro. What's with this bullshit ass come on, man. The ad needs to go. It needs to go. The fuck? It needs to go. Come on, man. Why jerking this entire ad, bro? The advertisements needs to fucking go. It needs to fucking go, bro. It needs to fucking go, bro. The advertisements are ruining my inability to read. Fuck. Okay. Let me regain my composure. Man, I'm like 5 days away from my birthday. All right. Stuck in an interminably long feud with the MFTs over the last year. It finally came to an end recently. It seems the moment that the WWE decided to let all of them go. All of them. Instead of putting on another more involved storyline. The tribute of Wyndham Lawrence Rotunda, Bray Wyatt's tribute, is in the storyline of the group. Of the group could only go as far, so far as they are now no longer in the company. We go to this tweet from this guy called Elite Rockers X, who was under the name Elite Club. Yes, hashtag Elite. This word. Let me see his username. Oh yeah, his username is Elite Club SOB. Let me go and get this tweet expanded. These are people that was already let go here via this tweet from Elite Rockers X, uh, who was who was whose username is at Elite Club SOB. The names are Kyrie Sane, Alistair Black, Selena Vega, Uncle Howdy slash Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, Santos Escobar, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin of the Motor City Machine Guns, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, yeah, the names Dexter Loomis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, and Apollo Crews. The developmental talent is already been let go too. Oh, we got the names of people. We got number 12 here, Alba Fire, with Piper Niven, with Piper Niven injured. Chelsea Green's faction was so reduced to two. Green was never uh, having this type of chance here, but especially with Chelsea Green, she was also injured earlier when she suffered a broken foot. A broken foot. This left Alba Fire without much to do. Given that situation, given that situation, the 33-year-old has now been let go. Santos Escobar. Goddamn, this is so sad for him. He was reportedly injured, recently cut, and yeah, he recently did. I mean, let me tell you about this man. Santos Escobar is from Mexico. He was reportedly injured recently and cut a promo by letting the fans know that he would not be able to compete for some time. Unfortunately, he was let go. He had only returned recently after an injury. Oh yeah, the leader of Chase U, like Chase University. Number 14 here. The yeah, as the founder of the Chase University trio, Chase has helped Chase has helped several stars to get over. Unfortunately for him, his time in the company is now over. I already seen his little video that came from the internet. Poor Zoe Stark. Poor Zoe Stark. Shit. It's bad enough that they're letting go of her. This is so brutal to begin with. The names of people. Oh yeah, this is more people that they had to let go. Uh, I'm gonna look at that right after I'm finished with the with what happened with Miss Zoe Stark. This woman. This poor woman, this poor woman was only recently cleared after a year-long injury. A year-long injury. She was given clearance to make a comeback, but the star seemed poised to make her return. But now she has been released, even though she already got a call from the board directors at TKO and or somebody at WWE saying that she is fired without any explanation why. Without, yeah, let me explain it to you. Zoe Stark, her has been released. She has been released without really getting a chance to return to the square circle, the ring. We got 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and at least, last but not least, 25. The names are Tyra May Steele, Serena Linton. Yeah, the names. Tyra May Steele, Serena Linton, Tyson DuPont, Tyreek Igwe, Malik Blade, Chris Island, Luca Crucifino, Dante Chen, Francois Prinsloo, and last but not least, Troll London. Troll London. The multiple stars from the NXT brand and WWE's developmental scene that has been involving the likes of WWE Evolve have been released as well. With 23 releases so far, it seems that it's all for previous Friday, previous Friday night. However, more names could still be added. More names could still be added to the list. Shit. Fuck. Double fuck. This shit is so fucking brutal. You let go of people. How do you let go of these people, dude? These guys had to be responsible for those 23 or at least 25 people that have been let go and released. I mentioned about 22 wrestlers. Now you see you have at least 25 wrestlers. How can you let go of those people, bruh? The men and women that busted their ass for this company to make it better and making them money and making them rich. They made the company a monster, and now you get to see what happened with those 25 people. I'm gonna have to like push all this shit to y'all here. Knock it off. Seriously, quit jerking off the entire feed. Can I just finish this shit? These are people that I had to read to y'all again. We have Alistair Black, Zelina Vega, his real life wife, Kyrie Sane, the Pirate Princess, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Santos Escobar, Apollo Crews, the Wyatt Six faction with 5 releases, with Bo Dallas, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, Eric Rowan, She Is, Zoe Stark, Alba Fire, uh, Andre Chase, Dante Chen, Tyson DuPont, Tyreek Tyreek Igwe, Safino, Tyra May Steele, Malik Malik Blade, Chris Island, Serena Linton, Troy London, Francois Prinsloo. The non-compete clause details everything that's already been happening here. See, this was mentioned there. It says for the WWE superstars on the main roster, their non-compete clauses can last 90 days. NXT performers are bound by the 30 days of the non-compete clause about to expire or lapse rather than being formally released and let go, can sign with another company immediately. It could be JCW, it could be New Japan, it could be Game Changer Wrestling, it could be Combat Zone Wrestling, it could be Ring of Honor, it could be All Elite Wrestling, National Wrestling Alliance, Women of Wrestling, and at least Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. But I just hate to be the ones to be preaching to you viewers on YouTube. I really do not want to be the ones to preach. I'm trying to practice that I can preach to you people here. I had no choice but to practice why I can preach. Even though Barry White did a song that can be based on what people can be practicing, what they can possibly preach. I used to watch this music video all those years ago, growing up as a kid. So I'm not trying to be some I'm not trying to be some pimp, trying to get some prostitutes to start doing my dirty work and have them try to have them not so have them start having to be knocking boots with the Johns, and the Johns will have to pay them even in order for them to bring me the money. It's not like that. I'm not even that big of a pimp. The main people that have been pimps is uh is Raymond Fairley, uh Max Julian, Iceberg Slim, Rudolph Frank Moore, and the next people who already have been learning all this from these pimps and Max and players. Well, Max Julian is not a pimp. He's a Mac and a player. Uh, Iceberg Slim is like a pimp. Rudolph Moore is a pimp. He's like a comedian and an actor and a bit of a and made his own appearances in albums like Big Daddy Kane album. Uh, he did his appearance on Doggy Dog World. You know, know what I'm saying? he did an appearance on In the Ghetto. That was from the likes of Eric B and Rakim, Rakim. You know, you got the rapper and the DJ. So, well, the DJ and the rapper. You know, uh, Rudolph Frank Moore had made his appearances on albums. He was featured on Dr. Dre, his album The Chronic with These Nuts. He was featured on the album called Back at Your Ass for the Nine Folk. That was an album that was from Two Live Crew. Know what I'm saying? Or there's some other uh, appearances on some. There's some other appearances that he have already been on. Uh, he appeared on he appeared on the intro of When Disaster Strikes. That is from the likes of a Brooklyn rapper Trevor Smith Jr., who is also known professionally as Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes. That he did his appearance on No Limit. Let me see. He made his appearance on No Limit Top Dog, the album that was by Snoop Dogg. You see, and then he made his appearance on Warren G's album Return of the Regulator. He did his appearance on the song called Here Comes Another Hit. His rhyming was I'm the one who killed Monday and whooped Tuesday with Wednesday in the hospital. Call up thirst and everything else. And things like that. And this rhyming with there is no other. Who in there can know how to rap? So I listened to that album because I dug Dolomite, man. But you have Max Julian. He did his appearance on the East Siders albums like Free Trady, uh, volumes 1 and 2. That has 11 tracks on one CD side here, CD 1, and the other one was like CD 2. Uh, it has 18 tracks too. One was has 18 tracks that has his intro in it, and then it was already been heard on the album Gang Bang Music, Gang Bang Music. Remember this the album? It's Gang Bang Music. That was from the East Siders. That album has like 23 songs in it. So, well, see, who had learned all this? Who had learned all this from Max Julian, Rudolph Moore, Iceberg Slim, and Raymond Fairley. Who learned it from them? Too Short, whose real name was Todd Shaw, and Drew Down. Drew Down, whose real name was Danielle Robinson. They learned all the macking, playing, and pimping. They learned all this shit since the '80s. Drew Down, he's been learning all this pimping, and player and macking shit. He learned this pimping and macking shit since 1984. Too short, he's been learning how to mac. These guys learn how to be max, pimps, and players. They learn how to be the ones who can be learning all this from the guys that came in before them. Like Iceberg Slim, Max Julian, uh, Rudy Ray Moore, and the guy who had to be a pimp, Raymond Fairley, who was a pimp in his own right. So you got to learn it from the pimps. You got to learn it from the players. You got to learn it from the max. You got to teach that. You got to teach that to these people. Make them believe that they can do it periodically. See, the pimping and macking and playing that could teach them more things than the other things here. Uh, See, it's been weeks ever since my god sister's car got stolen from in front of this house. It was a red Mitsubishi Mirage, but she had another car that was about to be in the shop. It was a Honda Civic. It was in the shop, so my sister had to go with my other sister to go get her from work. Monique and Ashley, they had to go to work. They had to go to work to go pick up Toshiba from work. I think Toshiba is probably tired of paying for the Ubers and lives in Ubers and all this other shit. I think she's tired of it. I think she needs a ride to work every day. But my sister Monique, her car, it has the tail light was not even fixed properly. The inside of that car, it was a Hyundai uh, Sonata. The inside of it needs some sort of a tune up, or the air conditioning needs to be fixed. It needs to be fixed or something. So yeah, I had to find out whoever ratted out my god sister to get that Mitsubishi towed. Yeah, whoever that kid was, he's gonna fucking pay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we found that if my sister or anybody can find this kid who been snitching on my god sister and trying to get her car towed, yeah, go find him. You gonna find him and grill his ass. Yeah, my god sister doesn't even play that when it comes to her car. Yeah, she ain't playing when it comes to her car, bro. Really apologizing for this, man. I don't even mean to be preaching to you to YouTube viewers. I know you don't even need a lecture and the teaching about what happened in my life, in my family's lives. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me, okay? I lost my grandfather on June of 2025. My grandfather's name is James Shaw Sr. He passed away on June of last year. He was 85 years old. Trying to get over his untimely passing. I miss him. I miss him to this day. I miss whatever he used to be doing for me and my sister. Back then when we were kids. We were outside of my now deceased mother's house on in the ninth ward back in late 1995. We owe everything else to him. You know what I'm saying? I do. My sister does too. It was sad that I couldn't even get to say goodbye to him last year. He was 85 years old. And when he passed away, that hurt me. It hurt me. My stepmother had died 2 years ago. That really hurts me. I was crushed. My family members died. That hurt. I'll do what I can to help people. Even if I had to go through the pain and suffering that I had to devour and endure. God could have gave me another chance for me to pull myself together. Even though they're no longer gone, He wanted me to move on. I almost teared up. I really hate for you people in YouTube to be seeing me like this, seeing me hurt and overwhelmed with emotion. But if I do some bad things, He could be forgiving me for it. God could have been forgiving me for it, even though it wasn't even right for what I'd done. But he had forgiven me. He had been forgiving me for it. But at the end of the day, I was blessed. No matter the things I could have done something positive instead of done something more negative. But the people on the 25 people that have been released and let go on previous Friday, I hope they I hope that I wish them all some luck. Even their 90 days and 30 days will be up. It'll be counted down until they go to at least NX not NXT. even though they gotta go to companies like JCW, NWA, AEW, GCW, CZW, uh, at least at least WoW, at least places like CMLL, Lucha Underground, uh, World Wrestling Association, and at least New Japan Pro Wrestling. I wish them all luck. Yeah, you people have already seen this video about these releases, those 22 people that have been let go by the WWE because it wasn't even the fault of TKO and Ari Emanuel and Mark Shapiro. It wasn't even their fault. It was the WWE's doing, even though TKO had probably lied about it in the media. Even though I'm not even surprised. You have seen this video that I have already done about these 22 to 25 people that have been released, even though the brutality, these like the brutality of the releases of those 22 wrestlers is because, yeah, it's because of the cost cutting measures after WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. All you got to do is hit the like button. All you got to do is hit the like button and it'll help my channel out. It'll help me out. It'll be helping me out in my channel and within the YouTube algorithm and in the universe. In the universe. And I'm gonna see y'all on the studio, even if I had to do more. I'll be back on the studio, even while I'll be on the comeback of me playing Call of Duty. If they want to throw the age restriction, I'll just let it be restricted to the younger viewers, those under 18 plus and older. I'll see you on another video. We watch me kick some ass on Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, and the in this thing called End Game.